Welcome everyone to this week's edition of The Pulse, where we review the prior week's sales recorded in East Baton Rouge Parish for commercial deals. All right, let's get right to it. Good news, this past week we had 10 recorded commercial sale transactions in East Baton Rouge Parish. The average is around 7 to 8, but the week prior we only had 1. So it's great to see the uptick in deals getting closed out there. All right, the Pulse coming at you, starting with retail sales. We had the Family Dollar sell on the corner of Government Street and South Acadian Thruway. So Family Dollar, if you recall, they used to be across the street in the Catholic High Shopping Center, and Louisiana Key Academy expanded, took over their space. Meanwhile, Walgreens bought out Rite Aid. There's a Walgreens across the street, so they didn't need this Rite Aid, so Family Dollar jumped in and took the space. Much better location. And then an investment firm, Dorsey Development, who does a lot of retail investing and developing, purchased the property. So congratulations to them. It's a great location. Next up, 7725 Airline Highway. So I was in California recently before this whole COVID thing, right? And I noticed how popular Jack in the Box was, and I really didn't realize that, because the perception of Jack in the Box over there is completely different than it is here, at least in my eyes, right? All right, maybe that's why. That's my theory, in part, why you see this is the second in recent months Jack in the Box to sell to a California investment, triple net leased investment firm, and perhaps that is the reason, because Jack in the Box is very popular there, or at least in part the reason. All right, next up, 6521 Sullivan Road. This was a small deal, a car wash sold $185,000 in Central by a local investor. Boogie's Bubbles Car Wash, brokered by yours truly, Elifin Realty, brokered that deal. All right, office sales. George Boveland is the presenter. And first up for the office sales, we have 9448 Brookline Ave, a sale between two great businesses. David Rosas, attorney here in town, actually has an office downtown. I don't know if this is going to be another office, an additional office, or if they're relocating. However, they got a newly renovated building on Brookline for $650,000, $100 per square foot. Great price, great building. It was formerly occupied by Click Here Publishing, whose business is exploding. They're doing very well, and they bought a bigger building to expand onto on Interline, which has already been discussed here in the Pulse. All right, next is industrial sales. So quite a lot of industrial sales recorded last week. One big one, the rest rather small. 1.7 million is a multi-tenant. You see an elephant sign there. A multi-tenant investment property in the Patriot Park office park off of Airline Highway and I-12. This is a really well-constructed building built by Bernhard Norman contractors, and congrats to the local investor that snagged that up. Smaller sales, we got a building on Felsway sold for $135K, building on Cloverland sold for $525,000 to the pool school, and then another building on Cloverland sold to Mr. Mullins for $150,000. After that, we got a specialty sales, 3535 Mohican, so we had a little church, and then a land sale. This is behind the old elephant office. That's the old elephant office, and it's 2 lots. They're zone B1 commercial. However, they'll probably be used for residential development. This is in the McGrath Heights neighborhood, one of the biggest infill development, residential development, redevelopment opportunity, renaissance, whatever you want to call it, opportunities that's going on today in McGrath Heights. And so Benjamin Flagg owns a few other lots and is building some really nice homes in that neighborhood. And it's really an extension of the Garden District. And congrats to Ben for another acquisition. Multifamily sales, wah wah, no sales. All right, upcoming planning and zoning cases, we have 2265 O'Neill Lane. That is the old Popeyes. That is on O'Neill Lane. Let me pull it up here. All right, in front of Walmart Walmart Supercenter. Great location. Here it is right now. Popeyes closed up shop there, but first they bought an old Wendy's closer to the interstate with better access and visibility. And you can't see it there. It's not great visibility. However, this is it. You go by now, see they're starting the construction, but they've made it looking shiny and like a brand new Popeyes. So the Popeyes rezoning is going to be for express oil change and tire engineers. Ruzan Village. So this is a deal that was previously announced. Sunshine Cleaners is locating in Ruzan, and this is a rezoning to allow for that to go forward. All right, commercial permits issued last week, quite a few in here. So check it out when you have time. If you're not already subscribed to the Pulse, sign up now. You can go to the Pulse. You can email the Pulse at elifinrealty.com, or you can go to elifinrealty.com and sign up for the Pulse there. All right, thanks everybody. Tune in next week. This week feels like things are back, to normal a little bit. Hopefully it continues and stays that way. Stay safe. Take all the necessary precautions, and we'll see you next week for another edition of The Pulse.